The Empire of Brymor spanned from coast to coast of the Dragonside continent, conquered and reigned over by the Wizard King Zerindast the Great. But it was near the end of his long 200-year reign that he grew to think that none of his 10 sons could hold his hard-won empire together after his passing. Instead, he would find a strong heir on his own terms, and to do so, he created the Royal Labyrinth of Worthy Succession, a grand and deadly dungeon. Many adventurers, both heroic and villainous alike, tried to best it, and all fell short. Now, it has been 500 years since its completion, and the throne of Brymor remains empty, but the Mad King's challenge remains. Let the one who exits this fell keep with the scepter of royal might be declared true and rightful ruler of Brymor and all its vassal kingdoms. Still, no one has been able to conquer it, yet.
Mahogany.
What?
Jeff.
One.
What?
Just something I decided to say one.
Oh. Frakes.
I'm not prepared.
Terrence.
Next question, please.
And me. I'm here. I'm ready. I think.
You're in the minority. Or maybe I don't know.
I think you're in the minority. I'm stoked to be here on a Saturday. This is a Saturday, which usually we play on Sundays, and I'm the guy who's like, I gotta get up in the morning. I don't gotta do shit tomorrow.
Yeah, I gotta work tomorrow. I gotta work brunch. So let's get to it.
I'm drinking grapefruit vodka seltzer. That's how little responsibilities I have.
Ugh.
I get to drive like at least 6 hours tomorrow. Yay.
Yeah. Okay. Well, it sounds like you've all got disastrous things in your future.
Jeff, what are you doing tomorrow?
Playing Baldur's Gate 3.
Oh God. Jeff's got it worse than all of us.
He's got the real job.
Fucking bears or whatever that game had you.
I'm near the end.
Oh, so fucking illithids. Gotcha.
Hey, so Jeff, how close are you to the end? Have you fucked an illithid yet?
I am Ellen.
So yes.
Well, not necessarily. It depends on the decisions. The great thing about that game is it all depends on the decisions you make. Mahogany, tell Jeff the decisions you made so that you can have.
Mind your business.
Have any of y'all had Karlak address the player directly, not the character that you're playing, but like
break the fourth wall and
she
talk
breaks
to
the fourth wall? Yeah, there's a certain scenario where she'll be like, "No, I want to know if you're having fun."
Not that I'm aware of.
I
don't remember.
The thing
But
that
then
happened.
again, I was playing as Karlak, so I don't know if that would happen.
Yeah, probably not.
Or every time she said "fuck yes," which she says a lot in that game, she's talking directly to the player, and she's happy of the decisions you've made to put her in the position she's at to hit people with a giant weapon.
That's how my guy feels whenever I put him in a position to do damage.
Are we still talking about role-playing games here, Frakes?
No, I thought we moved over to penises. Sorry.
What? Oh God, what's going on?
Does yours not talk?
I think there's a movie about that starring Steve Guttenberg. No, I don't know.
I thought you were going to say Buscemi. Steve Buscemi is talking penis.
Oh,
Coming
God.
to an IMAX near you.
Yeah, and then it shows the downward angle of the camera, and Steve's face is right there on it. And you're like, oh God.
Why was the face looking up?
Well, how happy are you? When I was making that joke, I thought about Kung Pao and the little face on his tongue. That's what I was thinking of.
I could not get through that movie.
Oh, I love that movie.
I know.
I saw the theater though. Like I didn't know what the fuck it was going on. I found it a surprising delight when I watched it.
It was an absurd farce.
Which sometimes I'm a fan of, but something about that movie did not do it for me.
I tend to shy away from absurd things.
You don't like Monty
How are you
Python?
Not me.
Oh, who did you say?
I said Toker.
Oh, it sounded like
yeah.
you said I. to
Yeah.
the show.
Why are you here, Toger? That's all I ever have on offer at these games.
Mhm.
Just absurd nonsense. Speaking of absurd nonsense, welcome to That Time I Raided the Unconquerable Mega Dungeon. Just thought I'd get the title out there. You want me to do the recap, or do you want me to continue with the band?
You can't go back to the band after you say the title.
Oh, I didn't know that was a rule. Is
Yeah,
that a-
no, that means the
Hard
game has
and
started.
fast rule.
Yeah.
Oh, see, usually it's Frakes that interrupts me with some fucking nonsense after I say the title, and then we go back
It's
to the
usually
band.
involved to the title.
Nope, sorry. It's always you, and it's always wrong. You're the bad person here. I'm the good one.
Yeah.
Did you know that figs are made because wasps go in there and die? But Franks, here's an
Did I ever say that?
I think so.
Because I know that for a fact, but I don't remember ever saying that.
I brought because you have said that, and I was aware of
Yeah.
that, and then I saw a video of it this week actually happening, and to see it is a lot different than to hear about it. It's cool.
You
gruesome,
were
but
like,
it's cool.
"Oh yeah, he was
Yeah.
telling the truth."
No, I would never say that about you.
Telling the truth is not a intelligent.
Dance over. Stop
Oh,
it.
sorry. Yeah. Recap. Come on.
When we last left off, the team was continuing down the shaft of the deep pit that is level 2. They got to a second cavern entry, going to explore it after clearing out the first cavern that they came to. However, after an unfortunate encounter with a large ooze, they fled back up to the previous area, preserving their lives, but not necessarily their dignity. Shortly thereafter, another adventuring band made their way down to where they were, and they let them proceed ahead of them to the next area where they had previously gotten into an encounter with an ooze. We pick up from there as you are finishing up licking your wounds.
You know, they're going to make porn illegal at some point, so you can't start the game off with shaft and deep pit and goo at the bottom. That's it's bound to get us kicked off our platforms.
Well, since there is no visual representation of that, all that's going to do is.
Oh no, he
clicks.
painted a picture. I seen it. He's good at his job, Frakes. He
I'm
painted a
terrible
very,
at my job. It's
very
fine.
deep mental picture of shafts and oozes.
I just look forward to once pornography gets banned. I look forward to the pros porn again.
The
you
what?
know? Pros porn, smut books, bodice rippers,
Bodice rippers.
turgid
Are
members.
you from the 40s now?
I remember not having the internet when I was a kid, and I would stumble across Harlequin romance novels and just be like, "Ooh, this
Oh,
is
so-
titillating."
Someone dog-eared the parts with all the slutty stuff going on. Thanks, Grandma.
You think I was too proud to handle business on Grandma's request, or that's not what I meant?
I want you to go ahead and beat your meat. I'm going to be in the other room pounding my padenda while I look in through this knothole.
Oh, that got worse.
As someone who's heard his grandmother talk about masturbation, this is bad. If you're still with us, welcome to that time. Mr. The Unconquerable Mega Dungeon. Banter's over.
If you want the recap, back up about a minute.
And then skip forward past that last part, because good God, that got rough.
Can we see the other team from this platform? Just go ahead here.
You could see them while they were descending, but like without directing Wargrim's spotlights
Which
lantern
I did.
on them as they went down, you would lose sight of them. But if you're tracking them with the lantern light, then yeah, you can see them all land safely on, or all get safely to the landing of the next cavern, and
I have a flashlight.
head into the caves. While you guys are looking in there, you can hear the sounds of combat quickly pick up. You see a flash of light, basically shining out from the cave entrance, once, twice, and then you hear a loud yell of either pain or a battle cry. Difficult to tell with the distortion coming up the cavern, or coming up the pit. You see another flash of differently colored light, and then, and then you see if you're still got your lights trained down there.
Yep.
You see the smaller one, the halfling, come briskly jogging out of the edge into the cavern, looking around. He basically leaps up and onto the ropes and begins climbing back the way he came. This he is followed shortly there by the rest of the party as they coming out and hopping onto the ropes as well, heading back towards you guys.
Oh, so we're not the only shitty adventuring party in this dungeon. Hooray.
It takes them a good while to get back up there again. It took you guys about 20 minutes, or no, it took you guys way longer to get over there because you were still setting the pitons. But it takes them about 20 minutes to do the hard climb back upwards. And
Yeah, we don't get on the ropes while they're climbing because that would just be a dick move.
Okay. Yeah. Hey, move out the way. They get back to or the halfling is the first to arrive at the ledge of Cavern 1. He flops down to his knees, and you can see he's pouring sweat. He's got several acid burns on
You're
his
right
face.
there, mate.
So mistakes were made.
Yeah. We said he was a rough one.
How many of them were there?
There were 2 when we got down there, but somebody wasn't listening to directions. He calls back down the cavern, as you can hear them grunting and climbing upwards.
I'm willing to do some healing if they want.
And we last time I saw there were 4, 5. You hear calling up. Apparently there were 5. He smiles graciously. If you can, I'll gladly accept it.
I pull out the bandages and stuff and get to work.
You're not doing your risky surgery on them there? I'm just going to have to cut you a little first. I hope you're okay with that.
Ross will also assist.
I'll pull the risky surgery out just because, let me cut on you a little bit. Bandage.
Scrape away all this burnt skin.
The next to arrive is the dwarf who has got the fighter strapped to his back, unconscious.
I'll go look at him.
Shortly thereafter, the half elf wizard grumblingly and struggles his way upwards.
If any of them look like they're stuck on the ropes, I'll go give them a hand.
Okay.
If that will help.
The dwarf tosses the fighter down on the cavern floor and begins to work him over himself. He's like, no worries, I have this. And you see him pull out a holy symbol and begin chanting. And the fighter, basically, his eyes snap open as he receives some swift magical healing and begins to cough and roll. He's like, oh, God, I think it got into my armor. And he begins to writhe and begin taking off pieces of his armor.
Well, now that we've all been fucked by the same creature, I think it would be appropriate for us to introduce ourselves. Like Eskimo brothers.
The half-elf wizard nods. Says, yes, I agree. I'm Markin. And these are my companions. He points to the halfling. This is Delham, who's pointing to the halfling, who is basically stripping a boot off the fighter and shaking it vigorously. As you see a tiny blob of the ochre jelly bounce out and looks like it's about to scurry away until the dwarf slams down on it with a warhammer.
Delham is the halfling.
Yes. This is Vane. He points to the fighter, or the human fighter guy. He gives you a jaunty salute and then collapses back against the wall, breathing heavily. And Krastagar, our healer. The dwarf turns and nods. And you are?
With an E?
V-A-I-N. Vane.
Oh, V-A-I-N. I'm making notes. We're going to encounter these guys. Krastagar. Good day. I'm Rallo. I'm the only one who's going to introduce myself. I think it's up to my party to decide whether or not they want to give their names because I don't have the... anyway.
How
I'm
egalitarian.
Rallo.
He turns toward the rest of you.
I thought we did this already last time.
Just with Market.
Oh, yeah, he should know who I am.
The others were kind of dickish.
Well, they're certainly humbled now.
I'll introduce myself. I'm Wargrim Gravestalker.
I forgot your last name was Super Edgelord.
No. His last character's last name was Super Edgelord. This one is Gravestalker.
That's right. That's right.
Oh, yeah, that's right. It was a superhero game. So, Super Edgelord. No, I had already used that for a villain for that campaign. What were we saying? I'm sorry.
Go ahead, Rouse.
Hello, I'm Rouse. Drouse.
Okay. They all nod and they look over to, or rather, the halfling looks over to you and says, "You know, do I know you?"
Which you was he looking at?
He is pointing at the dog creature that you're trapping.
I was busy tinkering with something and wasn't paying attention. In character.
Yeah, I know.
Okay. Who me?
You look familiar. I mean, other than the 2 times we've met before, but like,
Maybe you saw me dining on delicacies in the town above.
no, that's not it.
Well, if you don't know where you've seen him, how do you know that that's not where you've seen him?
No, you're right, but I don't think that's it. Anyway,
Maybe it's just you've seen other shooties. We all have kind of the similar build. Maybe one of the northern shooties with the thick coders ones.
he picks up his teammate's boot and looks inside of it at a distance. Does a few more pops on the bottom of it. No, I don't think I've seen any more like you outside of the city.
I've never seen one of his kind before, and I tell you, he is just a delight. This little guy here, he's the goodest boy I've ever met.
It's not important. He says, and as he tosses the boot back to Vane. Mark in turn.
What is important? How are we going to proceed? Do we want to work together and really make the DM's life a pain in the ass as we run a combat with an entirely different adventuring party? Or do we want to try and go down there ourselves separately?
Go ahead.
Rouse is internally just thinking, I wish these people would fuck off. Like, she really wants them to go away. Like, everyone around will notice that, like, she's been a lot more relaxed since you first met her, but now with these strangers around, she's back to being, like, very quiet, very reserved, very much in the background. And, yeah, it's not like she's being mean, but she's definitely, like, she's just trying to pretend like she's invisible.
Social anxiety is pegged.
Yeah.
Delham sits cross-legged on the floor of the cavern and looks out over the pit. As he begins rummaging through his pack, he's like, well, clearly we came down here with the wrong plan in mind. We probably should have done more research. And by that, I meant, and I don't mean to offend you, backtrack over where you've been.
Oh, no. That doesn't offend at all. Feel free. I think we, after our experience and seeing your spectacular attempt, I think we might have a little more gas in the tank, so to speak.
I thought that we would just scrap this whole adventure and go be pirates or something.
Nah, mate, I really want to get to the bottom of this thing.
Well, we can always just go left.
We could.
Left.
I don't like backing down from a fight, though. Now that we know,
Hmm.
and Rouse has an ability, it has a weapon that can actually do something against these things.
She does. And the problem with choosing a different direction, I think, is that at least we know a way to escape it. I'd hate to get trapped between a dead end and five
Of those
goops.
things.
Yeah. Is there time to like, I don't want to go down there right away while there's definitely 5 of them. Is there I'm hoping that
Because
maybe over time they would glob back up.
he mentioned that they might do that, right?
Well, they went
you guys
from
left with
3 to
3 in
2.
there. Yeah, and they had already reformed into 2.
Mhm.
Well,
So yeah, like I'd like to give it some time and then give it another go.
did we find any burnable materials?
Other than all the spider webs.
Yeah, like something that would make a campfire out of.
Oh, you mean as far as wood or things? No, you have
Yeah.
not seen anything like that.
Shit.
Make a perception check for me, Belgrip.
Okay.
Can't light a campfire. I'll just pull out my rations.
It was almost a natural 20, then it dipped over to a 2 for a total of 8.
Ooh.
Okay.
You got distracted by me pulling rations out of my pack.
Ooh!
All right. Thank you.
No problem. Here to do absolutely nothing.
Nope, it's good. The
Oh.
the other party continues to sit next to each other and puzzle over the problem. You find the reason that they were split into 5 is that someone threw some kind of explosive device in there that had a lot of what do you call it, piercing damage.
Hmm.
And it basically shattered the thing into 5 pieces, which immediately started attacking.
Yeah, we learned that piercings and slashing not the best for that thing.
So yeah, I'd avoid the shrapnel grenades, he says over his shoulder toward the fighter. if we want to keep that from happening.
We'll start heading back.
All right. Are you
Gets up in the middle of us having a powwow and just starts climbing down the ropes again.
Pretty much.
Just
Okay.
like, fuck these guys.
the their de facto leader, the half elf, Markin, basically just casually watches you go and says, "I think your friend's leaving without you."
It appears so. We're gonna make camp here.
Yeah, he knows what he's doing.
He'll be fine.
You're going down there by yourself.
I'm sure he's just going for a recon mission to see if they're globbed up again or if they're still separated.
All right. Orgrim, you hear them talking over your shoulder as you begin climbing down.
Make my way on down.
All right. You climb down. I'm not going to make you do the checks all again for these. You made a pretty safe passage there. And once you get to the edge of the cavern, you can smell the still lingering scent of gunpowder. And you can see that there is a sheen of thick brown slime on the floors where there was none before, as if the ochre jellies came through here and then have left since then.
Would you mind shining your light on Wolverine so we can make sure he doesn't get murdered?
Yeah. I mean, how far across was the cavern?
The cavern, the pit itself is only 30 feet across. However, it is 90 feet down from where you are.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I can almost see the bottom with my flashlight. But all right, cool.
Well, you can almost see to where he is. The cavern, it's from top to bottom. You're guessing was about 300 feet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got 80 feet before I can't see any further.
Okay.
I'm going to stealth up to where I can look around the corner.
All right. Give me a roll.
All right.
And guys, I'm going to go get closer so that if he needs backup, I'll be there to help him. And I'll start making my way around the rope bridge.
All right. What was your check?
18.
18. All right. You begin moving stealthily into the hallway there. Let me get over to the map so I can unfog it as not.
That sounds dirty for some reason. Unfogging.
As I can get us back to where we were. So, Wargrim, you move forward and you can see the same places that you were. You see the signs of battle. A few splashes of blood in and amongst the ways, but you see that the chamber that the ochre jelly previously occupied is now empty. But you do see brown slime trails going in either direction.
Okay. Real quick. Do my detect magic real quick.
All right. You see the green X's from last week still?
Yep. Go over and grab those real quick.
All right. Oh, gosh. What did I have down there?
Ochre jelly repellent.
It's ochre peanut butter in one corner and ochre bread in the other.
Oh, because they're jellies.
Yeah, because they're jellies. It was a bad joke, and I feel ashamed to say it.
It's recorded now for all internet eternity.
I've heard worse jokes that have been recorded for.
I've told worse.
Yeah, me too. I told worse today, tonight on this recording.
All right, let me see. There you go. In one corner. Ooh, jeez.
Weighed at 415 pounds, the 8-armed gorilla known as Man Dick.
Man Dick?
I don't know. I ran out of ideas.
I can hear it, Peter. You started off really good. And then you're like, I'm out of thoughts.
What do you call the 4-armed gorillions? That's right.
Okay.
The gorilla?
I bought your time, Terrence.
I'm sorry, I was confused. I was listening to your just immediate takeover of the DMing duties, and I don't mind. I really don't. Sorry, these websites are very confusing to me. I'm dumb.
In the other corner, we bring you hot chicken covered in woolly mammoth fur.
Chicken.
Not attached to it. We just shaved a woolly mammoth and threw it on the chicken.
Yeah.
All right. In one corner, you find a small limestone pendant carved in the shape of clasped hands.
All right.
In the other, sorry, let me get the description. You find a pair of beaded bracelets that have an even larger bead in their centers. They are basically in a pile of bones. Like it looks that it seems to be mostly like what do you call them? Phalanges.
Grab and go.
Alrighty.
Retreat back to here, and then keep an eye out for ochre jelly coming around the corner.
All right. By this time, you will have found that Rallo has joined you. Did you go over there too, Rouse? Or are you sticking up there waiting with?
Still up there waiting.
Group. Okay. So yeah, you find Rallo arriving just as you're getting back.
What'd you say, mate?
None of them are there. That looks like they've gone down the other side passages.
They went down the same, or they went down separate ones?
I have no clue. There's trails going every which way.
Ah, right. Then so we'll probably run into these things again, but now we're prepared.
Are we?
Well, better prepared. Eh? We'll deal with it as it comes. Or do you want to go back? I'm all for going forward.
With the I don't mind us going forward as long as we're prepared to be able to retreat quickly. But we don't know what else is going this way. So if like this, if they separated, so there was how many of them were there?
5.
They said they saw 5.
Holy crap!
By the end, yeah, by the end.
Well, because one of them threw a grenade that did slashing damage and split them into more than 2.
So it's the same one.
Technically, yes.
I think we discovered that if we do slashing or piercing damage, they take no damage.
Yeah, they
split
take
to a
no
new
damage,
one.
but they split.
But the new ones do have less, they share hit points. So the smaller ones should be faster to kill, but they still have the same
Stats.
Damage.
stats. Yeah. Which is what's really dangerous about them.
Yeah.
But if they're separated, we might be able to kill them faster if they're not all together. So it might be an opportunity there that if they're
Yeah.
separated. But I just know if I get hit, I go down because that's what happened last time.
You just have to make sure both of you stay well away from the fight, and me and Wargrim, we just try to get him down quick.
Speak for yourself.
Yeah, I don't think any of us have the hit points to just be fighting them, right?
Wargrim, Mr. Swords here.
He's got a hammer.
Kind of.
I mean, are you prepared, Jeff? You keep saying if we're prepared. Are you not prepared?
I'm prepared for us to go against one creature. I am not prepared for us to go against 4 or 5 creatures. We already had hard enough time going against 3 because each one of them is doing massive damage.
Yeah. But I'm saying, do you have a means of going against them?
Of attack? Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
And now that Rouse is not going to be shooting arrows at them, we might be able to, if we come across one, we might be able to DPS it down before it gets us. But 2.
However, because I'm not shooting arrows, I have reload, and I'm only doing D6s.
But it's something.
Yeah, I'm just saying, don't forget to factor that in, that I'm not.
And I'm trying to
That
separate
much damage.
Rallo's toxic positivity and eternal optimism versus my as a player realizing this is going to be a hard fight regardless.
All right. I did while you guys are doing this, I need perception checks from all of you. But in groups. So give me Wargrim and Ralla first.
First, nice roll.
20.
Okay, 20.
It's not coming, but it's breathing heavy. All right, it's 18.
All right. You both hear the sounds of combat further into the caverns. You hear it, Rallo. Wargrim, you can suss out that it's coming from, like, if you're facing the entrance, it's coming from the right hand path.
So
Yes. Okay. Other group. Give me perceptions.
29.
29.
14. She's good.
Okay. All right. Belgrup, you're still kind of focused on, holding the lamp, watching what they're doing down there. But you, Rouse, you see the halfling, who you hadn't seen sneak off earlier, kind of just reappear at the back of the cavern entrance where his team is, and just he just gives a short whistle, or or a hand gesture, not a whistle, trying to get their attention, and he just sort of gestures over his shoulder back toward the caves. And while the fighter is busy putting his armor on with the help of the dwarf, the half elf stands up and says, "If you'll excuse me, I have to take care of some business." And he follows the halfling further into the first cave. You
came from originally?
Yeah. All right. So who's doing what, and what are you doing?
I'm going to motion back towards Rouse and Belgrip and motion for them to come down.
All right. Belgrup, you see Wargrim gesturing for you guys to join them.
Think we should go, Rouse?
I didn't see what you saw.
When you turn around, you see Rouse eyeing the caves and behind her.
Oh.
Yeah. Like, I see them going somewhere, but is it really my business? Do I care where they're going? Like, that's what I'm trying to think of. Like, do I really care? I think I don't.
Alrighty.
Mainly because it's somewhere we've already cleared that area where they're going. And the other half of my party is in the opposite direction. So
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, Belgrip alerts you that they want you to join them.
All right. Let's go.
All right. A short time later, the team is rejoined after another brisk downward climb on your rope pulley setup, and you guys are back at the cavern entrance once more.
I want to listen while we're waiting for them to get down to see if I can differentiate what I hear around the corner.
And I'm
What
going to
how
tell everybody
distant?
what I saw when we first get down there, like when we all
Okay.
get together.
All right. So yeah, Ross let you know about the strange interaction she caught, and Wargrim, the sound you hear while you're waiting for them sounds like stuff being disturbed. It sounds like something crashing about, and it sounds like a lot of wet slapping, but no actual like growls or cries of pain or grunts or anything like that. There's no squeals of animal squeals, just the occasional gurgle.
Hopefully, it's the monsters fighting themselves.
I'm going to suggest whoever's the stealthiest. I'm not that stealthy. I'd like someone else to look around the corner and see if they can see what's going on.
Take a peek.
Okay,
I
give me
can be rather sneaky.
He said the stealthiest.
who is the stealthiest? I'm not sure.
My stealth is
9.
Oh, that is you. Oh, that's her.
That's her.
Mhm.
You feel comfortable doing that?
And she has good perception.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Perception.
All right,
Do
give me.
it.
I will explain what I've heard, and I will let y'all know that the ochre jelly is missing out of the center cavern, and I've already retrieved the items that were there, so we can
What were
go.
those items?
I'm like, right this second, I want to hold off on showing that stuff until we can take care of the ochre jellies.
I'm with that.
What if it's ochre jelly repellent?
I'm pretty sure it's not.
Body's got a point. What if it is?
It wasn't in the spray bottle, and it wasn't in the aerosol can.
I mean, this is a world of magic and mystery, mate. It could have been an amulet of slime repellent.
Well, it didn't work for whoever
Left the pressure down here.
Yeah.
That's fair, too. That's fair. All right. I'll shut up.
21 stealth.
All right, you sneak around the corner and you can see, in the dim light of this tunnel. The tunnel itself is giving off a sort of a natural phosphorescence. It's really fungusy in these caves compared to the caves above you. And so,
Delicious.
yeah. So in the dim purple light given off by the cave walls, you can see barely. You see, there you go. The room beyond, you can see one of the. Oh shit! Damn it! I keep forgetting to switch tools between. You can see one of the ochre jelly split offs in there. And it seems to be casually consuming one of the other ones. But you also see a lot of like splatters of some other kind of slime or mold. Clearly, it was a creature at some point because you see some of it twitching and bubbling. But it looks like there was a brief combat between slimes meeting in the halls here. And part of the ochre jelly was probably taken out as the three portions of ochre jelly in here were swarming it. So what you're looking in on is the aftermath of a slime battle where two of the remaining ochre jelly parts are currently in the process of rejoining.
That's hot.
Slime Battle's a really good metal name.
Slime battle.
Okay. So I'm
Yep.
going to back away from the corner and explain what I saw.
You hear more erotic burbling as you do. No.
Another great band name.
Erotic gurgle.
Burbling.
Oh, I like gurgle.
I like burble. You hear gurgle a lot, but a burble.
I think burble. I think calm, peaceful stream.
Ugh, do you? Weird.
Yeah, a burble. Oh, babble.
Babbling brook.
Oh yeah, one of those burbling brooks. Don't put your Jesus Christ.
All right then.
Anyway, so Rouse gets you guys up to date.
Did we hear anything around or see anything around that other corner?
No, but you
'Cause-
can see that the just from the sludgy leavings that there more portions of the ochre jelly had gone into the next chamber area.
So if 2 went this way, 3 probably went that way.
The bigger ones to the
Southeast.
the revealed area
Yeah.
is the well, no, they should be the same size, I guess, if 2 and 2.
Mhm.
Anyway, yeah, so what do we want to do?
I want to fuck them up. Personally, I don't
Well-
like losing.
Let's make sure that they're fully combined before we
We'll look down another hole real quick.
yeah. Absolutely. How
I want to be careful that we're not getting like if we get invested in a fight with these other ones up top. We don't get surrounded from behind.
And we remember that those things do sense, like,
Sound.
sound.
All right, give me another stealth check then. As you're
That's
moving
a
down the halls.
15.
15. You're moving down the halls and you get to about right. Damn it.
Did you say they sense sound? You know
You
they
get to
can
about-
hear sound?
You get,
Vibrations.
you can get to about right here and your foot slips. You misstep and you hear the sounds of something moving further ahead of you as if you might have been caught out.
Shit. Back up.
All right. Rouse comes quickly sneaking back, and you guys can hear the wet sounds of something slurping down the cavern hallway.
I was like, yeah, it's now or never, I say. And I'm going to attack it before it comes, like, as it comes around the corner, I'd like to
All right.
go ahead and.
Yeah. You have the time for that. You basically comes around. She tells you that one's coming. And
Does that give us a chance to react before it gets there, or?
Yeah, I'll give you a react before it gets there. So just pretend like that guy hasn't shown up yet. You guys can do your react.
Just going to go ahead and see if I can get my overdrive to work.
Not going to go into wolf stance because I don't want to do piercing damage to it.
Gotcha.
Hey, success.
Okay.
That's me.
Now that we know this thing's coming, do we want to back into the bigger cavern to fight it, or do we want to bottleneck it here at this ledge?
I don't want to go to the big cavern yet because
I don't want to get blocked in.
yep,
We have our escape route here.
shield. I cast shield.
Make sure that I can get in a position to attack it when it comes out, or so that I can get to it when Rouse backs away.
Yeah. I mean, I wanted to attack it immediately, but maybe I should raise my shield.
Smart.
Yeah.
Oh well. Okay. So yeah, you raise your shield. We'll see how things shake out after initiatives. Okay. Give me initiative, Rouse.
23.
23. Wargrim.
18.
Rello.
11.
Belgrip.
18.
18 as
I
well.
feel like me and Jeff tied last time.
You did.
OJ.
Y'all tie a lot.
Sounded like an insult.
Yeah, it was.
Per usual, Rouse, you're first to react. Go ahead.
Hey.
Do you still get your hunt prey ability with the sling?
So that's what that's literally what I'm looking at right now. And
Yeah.
I do get it.
I think you should still be able to flurry with it, unless
Yeah.
it's a specific weapon.
No, well, so
but it has a reload.
No, but see, this is what it says. You train to unleash a devastating flurry of attacks upon your prey. Your multiple attack penalty for attacks against your hunted prey is -3 on your second attack of your turn instead of -5, and -6 on your third or subsequent attack instead of -10. So that's really all it is it's just my multiple attack penalty is lower. And
Yeah, but don't you get 2 attacks for 1 action?
yeah.
You figured
Also
out
that.
how to put two rocks in the sling at the same time. I can see that. That's a Terrence call, though.
yeah.
However you want to describe it, I don't care. It's just as long as it works mechanically, it's fine.
That's what I think anyway.
Wow, mate. So what are you doing
Like,
then?
Yeah, so I'm gonna hunt prey
Mm-hmm. One action.
and I'm going to flurry at it.
With a sling weapon, you say?
Yeah.
All right. Then does bludgeoning.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
right.
17
17 will oh gosh, will it hit? Hold on.
and dirty 20.
17, 17, 17. Yes, obviously. Yes, of course 17 hits. These guys have shitty AC.
All right, so they both hit.
And he's also squeezing. I don't know if that applies to these.
I mean, they're oozes, so
That is a total of 5 damage,
right.
bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
And then I'm going to back up.
Okay.
Well, you hit him twice?
I did. 2 and 3 damage.
Yeah, there it is.
Mhm.
Oh.
Do you have any strength?
It don't get strength with that for some reason.
With slings, you should.
Yeah, you should be getting.
Mm.
I think I don't know unless it's
I don't know. Like I look at the mason, it says it would be D6 plus 1 damage. I look at the sling, and it just says D6 damage.
Yeah, I don't think it adds strength with sling anymore.
Oh, okay.
Same thing. Whereas, like my bow doesn't add strength; it's just 2d6 piercing. But my dagger, I don't think that. I just don't think they do that.
Okay.
Well, they might not consider sling thrown.
Oh, maybe not. Wargrim or Belgrove? Who's first?
Wargrim.
All right, Wargrim, you're next.
All right, I have my chain sickle out, and I use the blunt end of it.
Okay.
And I have 10-foot reach with it.
All right. Make your attack.
Sorry. Sling has the propulsive trait.
What does that do?
You add half your strength modifier, if positive, to damage rolls with propulsive ranged weapons.
Oh, okay, that's why, because I only have
A +1 strength.
plus
No.
1 strength. Yeah.
Okay.
I see. Okay. So yeah, you're about to backwards whack it with your sling on a string or scythe on a string or whatever it is. What kind of weapon is it again?
I call it chain sickle, but it's just a what's the Japanese word for it?
Kusurigama.
Yeah, that.
Of course, Franks knew.
I am a Japanophile, man.
You should be on a list.
I probably am.
20 to hit.
20 will hit.
All right.
Yeah, I remember their AC was like 12.
Yeah,
You can
shitty.
hit it from 15 feet away?
10 feet.
Yeah, sorry, it's technically in this square. There you go.
So did 10 points of damage to it with the first attack.
Okay.
All right, let's do another 21 to hit.
21 also will hit.
All right.
If you just got one more, you still wouldn't have critted. They're oozes.
They're immune to crits. That's easy to hit, impossible to crit.
6 points of damage.
Plus 6.
Then just for shits and giggles, third attack.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Let's see, 15 to hit.
That will also hit.
Okay. Points of damage. Roll a 1.
How many?
4.
4? Okay. Diminishing returns, but still, you hit 3 times. So that's probably the end of your turn. We're at Belgrup. Belgrup, you see Wargrim whipping and slinging his chain.
Yeah, I'm going to do the same thing. I've still got Tanya modular headset to bludgeoning, so I'm going to shoot 3 times.
Okay.
First shot.
Pachoom, pachoom, pachoom.
Would have been a crit. That's a 28 to hit.
Yep, that would definitely have crit.
For 7 damage.
7.
Second attack. A 12 exactly.
That's also a hit.
For max damage of 9.
Okay.
Hey.
I'm already doing 100 times better than last time because last time I was unconscious already. Last attack. Come on. I just need
Tactics.
just need to roll a 13 or higher with the -1. 11. So 10. That's going to be a miss.
All right. Yeah, you blow a couple of holes in the slime. Just given the volume of the slime, it looks like it probably might have been another it might be another rejoined one.
Mm.
We're at the OJ. Right, the ochre jelly. I don't know why my notation so dumb.
Oh, not OJ.
Oh God.
Juice.
As you can see, the glove doesn't. God, that's a joke from 40 years ago. I'm stop talking.
I was about to make a white Bronco joke, and I'm like, no.
Mm.
The ochre jelly moves up and starts slinging that old pseudopod. First it slings at Rallo. Rallo, does 18 get you?
It does not.
All right, then you're able to dodge the pod.
Dodge the pod.
The second pod attack goes at you, Wargrim. This one is slightly better with a 25.
Hits, of course.
Okay. And let's see. I need D4s today. Just like last time we were here. I don't know why they weren't out still. It does 14.
Yeah, never tidy, never clean up. There's no point.
21 damage, and does a grab on you with its last move, which it does not explain. I think a grab just grabs, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the grab just grabs you. So you were potted and grabbed.
I thought you still had to spend an action to grab.
I did.
Oh, you have to roll too.
Oh, you do? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you moved.
Oh, you're right. I can't grab. I moved.
Oh, yeah, you moved. Okay, yeah.
I keep forgetting there's no 5-foot adjust in this game.
There is, but it still takes an action.
Yeah, I know. There's no freebs for 5-foot adjust.
No free. Let me get close and kill you things. I want to do it for free.
All right, Rollo, you fucking rules lawyered your friend out of being grabbed. What are you doing?
I'm gonna fucking cast my key strike spell, and I'm gonna bash him. I'm gonna
Wrist
bash him
missile.
with my fists.
Non-magic missile.
Yeah, so first action is the key spell, and with that, I will get a flurry of blows.
All right.
Oh, does a 19 hit?
Yes.
Then I'm assuming if a 19 hits, that a 19 also hits. So 2 hits.
Awesome. No, actually, that one missed. Sorry. Yeah.
I don't believe you.
Dodge the last. Just do your damage.
I am. Give me just a second. The first hit hits, second hit hits, and this will be at a +8. Eat dicks. 1/6. So 24 damage.
24 point damage?
Yes.
All right. The creature takes 2 incredibly hard hits from you, but and you basically just force splatter ochre jelly all over the walls nearby. But the thing is still hanging on. It's basically just stretched out goop at this point.
So then for my second action, I will try to hit it with my third map. I don't think I'm going to. That's an 8.
No.
So no. Then for my final action, I will back away.
Okay. Then we're back at the top. Rouse, you see Rollo lay a good bit of smackdown on the sludge. What are you doing?
I am going to reload and let out a flurry. 19 and 9.
You're really good with that sling immediately. That's awesome.
The 19 hits.
For 1 damage.
No. Okay.
Oh.
Better than none damage and it's splitting apart.
Any other attack?
Reload.
Okay.
That's it.
Well, that was one action, was your flurry.
No, she reloaded.
But I reloaded.
Oh, you reloaded.
And then I flurried and then I reloaded.
You're right.
I see. Reloading isn't part of like just firing with these?
Not with the sling, no.
It's got a reload property of 1.
They really made an okay weapon, not that good. Wargrim, you took a hard pod to the face, but you see the thing has been beaten pretty badly. What are you doing?
Taking 2 swipes at it.
Okay.
18 to hit.
That's hits.
And then I'll go ahead and do the second hit. That's an 18 hit there too. 14 plus 4.
Both hits.
All right. Now let's do the damage. First attack, 11 points of damage.
Okay, the first attack, you basically hit it in just such a right spot that whatever tensility is holding this blob of jelly together utterly dissolves. This ochre jelly fragment is gone, or rather, a puddle, a stinky, acidy puddle, but a puddle.
It's a stinky ass puddle, but we won.
Yeah, guys, that's what I'm talking about.
Now, the real question is, are we staying in initiative because we were so loud the other ochre jelly is on the way, or has initiative ended?
I'm going to go with initiative ending because the ochre jelly disappears from the room.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Fuck yeah, guys. I know we can do it. I'm keeping my voice down because I know these things can detect sound.
It's just... yeah.
I don't know why that tickled me so much.
Oh, they can hear things.
No,
they don't have ears. It's phenomenal. They have zero ears.
I'm laughing at a confluence of different things that I've been immediately reminded of between you talking about them making sounds and it being a gloppy jelly and sounds that I have heard today in a funny video
involving floppy jellies.
No, it was involving the grapefruit method.
I don't want to know.
I'm good with my ignorance on that too.
I absolutely got to know.
You don't though.
Sure I do. If y'all have to listen to all the other crap y'all talk about, we're listening to this, damn it.
Okay, so it's something Jesse showed me. It's like apparently an old viral video or whatever from a while back, but like it's just a lady talking. I guess she teaches like a sex course or something. She's like talking about one of her secret techniques, the grapefruit method, where you heat a grapefruit in a bowl of water and you basically make a pleasure device out of it for a man by like cutting the top and bottom off and rounding out the middle so you can work it up their shaft while you're blowing them. But when she demonstrates it, she jams a dildo between the grapefruit and sticks it in her mouth, and she literally starts going to town on this. And the lavalier mic on her outfit is catching like the most horrifying slurping or gurgling, gargling audio you've ever heard in your life. It's like,
what was the other name? Burbling? Something burbling? Aggressive burbling?
So yes.
Gurgling. She was gurgling. That's
all I talk about slimes and sound effects just immediately brought me back around to the
Parents, thank you for sharing.
Yeah, no
sharing is caring.
Yeah, so yeah, if you're
fault,
interested,
Jeff.
you can hit YouTube and have a look at that.
You can watch some pseudo sex videos. They make porn still for now.
I just can't imagine putting a grapefruit on a real penis.
Yeah, the acidic acid alone would have to sting.
It sounds burny.
Yeah, if it gets down in the urethra.
Oh no, she addresses that. She's like, your man's gonna have questions. You trick him by having him wear a blindfold before you start.
Don't fucking trick me with shit when it comes to my penis.
It's best if they're tied up and can't do nothing about it. Well, this video is taking a turn.
if we're in the position where I'm getting tied up, then maybe. But if no, don't just fucking blindfold me.
All right, let's go to commercial for a moment.
This brought to you by Grapefruit Dick. Welcome back.
Just the absolute worst.
I like how you were like, all right, we need a way we could take a break so I can maybe set the map up or something. No, that's not what this break was for. He wanted to show us disturbing YouTube content.
Sorry. Like, very few things have made me laugh that hard recently, except for maybe that video of Stephen Colbert putting the farts into Gary Oldman's movies and Gary Oldman reacting to it.
Yeah, that was good.
I died watching that. I'm like, Jesus Christ.
So good.
This isn't for everyone, but the hardest I've laughed has been The Rehearsal, the second season of The Rehearsal with Nathan Fielder.
I've not seen it.
It's God, it's so, I don't even want to describe it, but it's just watching his show, and it's like there's this build up to this moment, and when it happened, I laughed until like I was in physical pain. I haven't laughed like that in a long time, but you can't just show the clip and it be that funny. You have to watch, like,
it needs context.
It doesn't even need context. It's just like, it's so absurd that it got to that point, but you realize it could have always gone there, but it's just, for me, it was just a phenomenal moment.
Go ahead.
I was wondering, is that the show where they had a like electronics store trying to do a sale? So he was giving away TVs, but you had to go through all these back rooms and interact with an actual alligator in order to receive the free TV.
So that was his show, Nathan For You.
Same guy though.
Same guy, kind of the same premise, but now he has an HBO budget and it's massive. You take that kind of mentality. Like, the whole first season was dedicated to like a specific subject, and this season, second season, is actually specific to like pilots crashing and the relationship between pilots and co-pilots. And there's like an actual theme of like seriousness to it. But the way he goes about getting data, it's fucking creepy and weird, but ultimately very hilarious to me. Some people don't like it. I think me and Mahogany like it, but I've talked to other people about it, and I don't know. It's a niche audience, the way he does things.
If you like Nathan For You, then I think that you would like The Rehearsal. Mm-hmm. Especially the second season. The first season, some of the characters were like, some of the people were a little hard to take. Like, if you can't stand cringing, then you're not going to be able to watch it. Basically.
If I couldn't stand cringing, I wouldn't be able to brush my teeth in the morning.
That's just self-hate. That's different.
All right, so we're back. We've gotten that out of our system, and by that, and I mean me, I've gotten that out of my system.
We'll see.
I'll never get that out of my system. Jeff, are you here?
Yep.
Okay. He's too traumatized. We'll have to get him an emotional support grapefruit or something. Anyway, so back to the dungeon. You guys, that was the back to the dungeon noise.
Okay.
Definitely wasn't a grapefruit noise.
No, it was not. You guys are basically still stuck in the hallway that you originally entered into last episode, only now you have a slight taste of victory in your mouth. Which way are you going? To the right and north, or to the left and I guess south?
Let's go back to that other party and rub it in their faces that we won this time.
Well, you've beaten half the monster compared to
They don't need to know the details.
Well, we know that there's a monster headed north. We don't know what's south. Maybe if that creature continues to go north and there's other monsters in the way, it'll help take them out. We don't know what's this way, though, and I point to the southeastern tunnel. That's just my 2 cents.
If we're going to choose a direction, I think I'd rather go towards the monster we know than towards the unknown.
That's fair.
Thoughts?
Miss Ranger, you are our lead. You're not like me calling you
I
Miss
feel like
Ranger.
going north. I feel like going after the north monster means we're going to run into 2 monsters at the same time. Like, how long did it take us with the other one?
No, you guys beat that one pretty quickly.
Yeah, 18 seconds. I think it was 2 rounds.
All
Every
right,
60
let's go
rounds.
north. Let's go north. Maybe we can catch it before it gets to something else.
All right, then.
All right. Who's taking point?
It's a me.
It's me.
Rouse.
All right, Rouse, you take point and head further into the chamber. Here you see the aftermath of the slime battle and the rebonding everywhere. Inside here, the glowing fungal lights are a little brighter, and you can see pretty well. Hold on, let me get to my.
Did Wargrim heal himself at all after that, or
Not
Do
yet.
you need to?
I do.
All right,
We should do that before we head forward.
we're backing it up. Then?
Yeah.
Well,
All right, we're backing it up.
we can do it right here.
Okay.
Question is, do you want to spend 10 minutes or do you want me to do it quick?
Not on a time schedule. I'm fine. Well, no, if we were going north to try to catch that one before it ran into another monster.
Yeah, then quick's the way to go.
Yeah.
All right, quick it is.
You can, as you move in there, you can see the rest of the ochre jelly slowly sludging its way upward through the caverns. You can see the dim purplish light glinting off its slick hide or body. I guess it doesn't really have a hide. It's
I'm going to attack it and make it come back this way.
all right. Well, let me get Jeff's healing real quick. Jeff, what'd you get?
26,
All right.
and I'm done.
Okay. Okay, then. Yeah, you fire at the thing. So you already have a preloaded rock, I guess.
Sure
ahead.
do.
Go ahead, and then
18.
we'll roll initiative. That is a hit.
1.
No. Sneak attack damage?
Do you have sneak attack?
No.
All right. Then let's do initiatives again.
What a coincidence. 1 was my initiative.
Okay.
7.
All right. Belgrip.
Oh, yeah.
22.
Rouse.
29.
And Wargrim.
28.
Okay. you
I
guys
rolled a
are-
19.
No, nice.
Let's see if this guy goes before or after Rallo. He goes slightly before Rouse. All right, Rouse. Rouse, you're first, 29.
All right, so the question is,
You get its attention.
did I do I have to take the reload action before or after I attack this time?
I mean, I think your weapon
Like-
needs to be loaded before you flurry, you know?
Yeah, okay. So before. It's fair.
I mean, I'm not entirely sure. I mean, he hand waved it. I don't know the mechanics behind flurrying with a weapon that has reload.
Well,
That's
no,
fine.
like, that's like what I'm saying is because I did that attack before, does that put me into actions? Like would I have had time before we're like rolling initiative? Like what, what happened?
No,
I'm
like
gonna
this, yeah.
I'm gonna say you could have reloaded if you wanted.
Okay. Okay, cool.
I'm not super.
Because I mean, that's what I would have been doing in all actuality. Like I would have done that attack and then immediately reloaded because that's the whole plot. That's the whole point.
Yeah.
Of attacking that thing.
Well, it depends
but-
on how many actions we get before initiative is rolled.
Exactly. Well, yeah, like that's what I'm trying to say. It's
Did the
like-
rest of us get an action before initiative was rolled?
Nobody said anything, and I figured we just want to get on with it. So no. Sorry.
Anyway, gonna make it my 100 prey and flurry.
Okay.
15
It's
and 15
also hits.
for a total of 8 damage.
8 damage. All right.
And then I'll reload, and that's my turn.
Okay, Wargrim, you're next. If you guys want to position yourself wherever you wanted to be beforehand, though, that's feel free. Like I'll give you a free reposition if you want. The rest of you.
I'm as far away from the creature as I can be. I'm happy.
I'll be right here, and I'm going to hold my action.
All right.
Now, holding your action takes 2 actions.
No, that's ready in an action. That sounds like he's delaying.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, I see.
Then we're at you, Belgrip. Belgrip.
I'm gonna overdrive.
Oh, whoa, overdrive.
Actually, I think if I delay, I got to delay all my actions. So I'm going to just come back here and I'll delay.
Well, he said you can.
No, I said you can have a free reposition since you
Okay.
got. I'm not trying to be a fucking tyrant or something.
Critical success on my overdrive.
Huzzah.
And then I will shoot that son of a bitch
Son of a bitch.
with a 15. Haha, that's a hit
Uh-huh.
for 9 damage.
Kablam,
And then my final action will be to shoot it again.
kablam. Got it.
I fucking missed by 1. 11.
Okay.
No.
The ochre jelly goes, unless you're gonna barge in here, Wardroom.
Oh, I'm home.
Okay. The ochre jelly slimes his way up and begins to slime you. Rouse, he takes a swing, a slime swing with the pseudopod. I may have criticaled you.
No.
With
Probably did.
with a 32, I think that gets
Oh,
it.
yeah.
Mhm.
All right. You get slime slammed. It's not good. Well, okay. I'm rolling bad if that helps.
Mm.
29 damage, so not as bad as it could have been. On its secondary attack, it's gonna go after you, Rollo.
Yeah.
But miss with a 14. And I'm done with the slime, the OJ. Rollo, it's your go.
Actually, I'm going to go.
All right. Well, let's see. Now you're on initiative 8. There you go.
I'm going to do battle medicine on Rouse.
Okay.
Good call.
Thanks.
And that would be what, 2d8?
Mm.
I mean, it's the same as medicine check, right?
Yeah, it's 2d8.
All right.
Are you an expert in medicine yet? No, we
Oh.
can't be experts yet.
No, I'm not yet.
Yeah, because if you're an expert, you can up your DC to
Actually,
more healing.
I was,
I am.
yeah, I was
Yeah.
going to say I am. So you should be.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just looking at something real quick.
All right.
If I treat wounds, you change DC instead of the DC 20 check to increase hit points regained by 10. Okay, so assurance does what?
It makes your roll counts as a 10, right?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. So you can increase the DC to 20 and automatically succeed as long as you have a plus 10
I got
or
plus
11.
11. I got
Yeah.
plus
There you
11.
go. So you can just be cranking up your DC and always doing 10 plus 2d8.
Yep.
That's a lot of
what-
hoops to go through for a reliable heal, but well, there you go.
Yeah.
So
That's better
Let me-
than only having 5 channels a day.
Yeah, I guess so.
12 plus, what was that, plus 10? Or Whatever
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
so, yeah.
22 healing.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you.
And that took you 1 action, 2 actions.
One action.
All right. Think since you adjusted, did that cost one of your actions to readjust? I can't remember, Joker.
No. He just delayed.
Okay, you just delayed. All right. So what are you doing with your other 2 actions?
Attacking.
Gotcha.
All right. Attack number 1 is a 14 hit.
14 does hit.
All right. Will be attack number 2. Missed. I rolled a natural 1.
Oh.
No.
All right. Well,
Let me do the first damage, which that is 10 points of damage.
okay, 10 points.
Yep.
All right. Okay. I'm just gonna count that as a miss for now. So we're at Rollo.
Brello is going to Flurry of Blows from regular state, natural 19. So that's definitely a hit. And then a natural 18 for another hit. And this is going to be plus 8. 1, 2, 3, 5. So 19 damage. Bludgeoning.
19 damage, jeez.
That was
All right.
1 hit, and then 1 action, and then second action, I will do my 3rd hit. 13 hit?
Yeah. AC 12.
Yeah.
Unless this one's different.
No, this one's the same.
All right. 12 damage, 12 more damage.
12 more damage plus 12. It's still up and at him, though. We're back to you, Rouse.
All right. Yeah, so I reloaded at the end of the last turn. I'm going to first back up and then flurry. 18 and a 9.
Ugh.
18
So
hits.
5 damage.
That's fine.
And then I'm gonna reload, and that's my turn.
Flurries are great for that. I just realized I still had a leftover action, but I didn't have anything I could do with it.
No shield to raise.
Nope.
All right. Then we're at Belgrup's go. Belgrup.
Let's see. I had to switch back over to Path Builder because Foundry closed on me again. I'm going to stop using Foundry for this. I think with just one person on there, it gets mad and shuts down because it's like, yeah, that's not worth our time.
Who are you? Get out of here.
You get out of here, you son of a bitch, you. So I'm just going to shoot him a bunch. 3 times, I think. Let's do first attack. That's a hit. 5. And I critically succeeded, so that's +4, so 9 damage. From the first hit. 13 on the second hit, or 13 to hit the second time.
Okay, that's also
with,
hit.
Minimum damage of 5.
All right.
And last attack.
What was the damage in the first one?
9.
All right, go ahead.
Natural 20 for a total of 19.
All right.
So I hit.
That is a hit.
And maximum damage. So 10.
All right. In 3 short successive blasts, you finish the creature off. It splatters apart from your blows of your weapon.
Hell yeah.
Do, 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 do.
Do we think that's all of them?
Given the bulk of the slime you've seen, yeah, the jelly you've seen, yeah, you're guessing that's at least the end of the one that was bedeviling the 2 parties.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah, everybody.
Let's search
Ross
this
does a
area.
little dance.
All
Yeah.
right.
High fives. High fives all around.
You search the area. Go ahead and give me perception checks.
I don't high five Wargrim because he's currently busy.
Is that all it takes?
Just run up to him,
21.
run up to him, grab his hand. Yeah.
23.
I lift his gauntleted hand up and slap it myself. Fuck yeah.
Every time Rella looks like he's going to interact with me, I all of a sudden look busy.
I'll catch on. Don't you worry.
What was your check? I'm sorry, 23?
Yep.
All right. In this room, amongst the, you guys have basically just been almost slipping the whole combat just from all the gunk in here, but eventually you do find something of interest in and amongst the gunk. Let me go to you find, let's see, no, not that one. There you go. You find a silver religious symbol of Aristil, but that is giving off a magical glow.
That's the god of archers, isn't it?
I believe so, yeah.
Or
Farming, archery, yeah.
Old Deadeye.
I played an Aristil cleric archer once. That was fun.
I feel like that was wasn't that who
That was
Ryan
Noob's.
was
No, that was Noob's game. That was the one that I animated. It's like our first cartoon.
no, but I think that
Ryan did worship Aristil.
I thought so.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sure.
We'll do a religion check and try to detect on what it does.
All right, give me a religion check. And you can give me 2 checks for the other 2 items if you want to. They're both, I guess, arcana checks for the other ones.
I can do those.
Sure, okay.
That's 24 for my religion check.
All right, yeah, what you have in your hand is a hunter's brooch. I'll post those stats for you. But it's actually kind of a fun little item. The wearer of the silver religious symbol of Aristil can cast Disrupt Undead cantrip as an innate divine spell. Also, as a 3-action command, you by touching a weapon you wield to the symbol and uttering a plea for Aristil's steadying hand, That weapon gains the deadly D12 trait against undead. The weapon. Wait, let's see. You grant that. Yeah. Oh, sorry. Okay. You gave it. You granted the deadly D12 trait. So against undead, the weapon instead gains the fatal D12 trait. This lasts for 1 minute, or until you score a critical hit with the weapon, or until you're not wielding the weapon. So basically, it's a way to buff your criticals against both undead and people.
And it's called a.
Oh, sorry, Hunter's Brooch. Did I not post it? I'm dumb.
Oh yeah.
There you go.
And then I got a 27 on the first arcane check.
All right.
For the other stuff.
Yeah. The other one is the Merciful Charm. I can read it out loud to you, but the small limestone pendant is carved in the shape of clasped hands. When activated, the affixed weapon gains the non-lethal trait for the triggering attack and all attacks for 1 minute. This is a consumable item, so
Talisman.
Yeah,
it's a Merciful Charm. Yeah, talisman. And what was the other check?
Oh yeah, there were two of them. Man, 29.
All right. These are Seeking bracelets. Both beaded bracelets in this pair have an even larger bead in the center. The bracelets are magically linked and only interact with their counterpart of the same pair. When you crush the largest bead to activate the bracelet, it creates a mental alert in the mind of the wearer of the paired bracelet. This alert works at any distance as long as both bracelets are on the same plane. So if you guys need like a way to emergency communicate, this consumable item might help you in that regard.
Neat.
But the other one is just a regular worn magic item, the Hunter's Brooch. So
that one's pretty great. I'm sure as a cleric of death, that would kind of appeal to Wargrim.
Well, it specifically only works on
Aristal worshippers.
No, wait, no. Let me see.
No, while wearing the silver religious symbol, it's a symbol of Aristil. You can cast the Disrupt Undead cantrip as an innate divine spell, which is nifty, very nifty.
Then the daily ability.
It's invested, so it take up one of your invested slots. That's like the only kind of downside I see to it. And then, there's no requirements for activating the other ability.
Yep.
You can only do it once per day. And
it works on any weapon. I thought it was just ranged weapons, but it's any weapon.
Thematically, Aristil's an archer.
Yeah.
So it's probably more beneficial to Rouse.
Yeah, that does. And Wargrim has abilities against undead.
And it also gives you another ranged choice if you're using like the Disrupt Undead cantrip.
Yeah, because the cantrip itself isn't bad. It's Vitality Lash now in the remaster.
Yeah. I'm sorry. This is like an older content, but
yeah. So yeah, Vitality Lash is a 30-foot, undead bolt. You can hit the undead and do vitality damage to them.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
So for me,
for whoever you guys want to give it to,
I think it would be best for her.
I'm fine with that.
I don't have a problem with it.
It would be between her and Rallo. Rallo, I think, does enough damage without it. And the only reason I'd say for Rallo is just because of the ranged option, but it's so specific to undead that I think it would still be better to give to Rouse.
And I also like the religious context of Aristil, the archer.
Yeah, thematically, I think it fits her the best.
And it might kind of offend your god as if you're wearing another god's holy symbol.
Oh, I was wondering. I knew what deadly D12 is when you roll a crit, you add a D12, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But against undead, the weapon instead gains the fatal D12, which is the fatal trait includes a die size. On a critical hit, the weapon's damage die increases to that die size instead of the normal die size, and the weapon adds one additional damage die of the listed size. So if you crit an undead while that's activated,
2d12.
all of your that's if she's only doing 1d6.
Yeah.
So if she's doing 2d6, it would go to 2d12 plus another d12 for the that's really good.
That is really good.
It takes a full action to activate, but if you're going in.
Yeah. Or if an undead shows up, it's worth the round to maybe.
All right, so that leaves you guys in this room. The room here beyond is even brighter with the purplish fungus, and the fungus in here is thick and glowing bright. Like there's a lot of the fungus in the area. If you want me to like,
Do we know what nature of that is? The fungus is.
give me a perception and then a nature.
Oh, all right. I could not see it past the purple glow.
Too much purple. Oh God,
It's a color out of space.
it's Nicolas Cage in there.
Magenta.
Dirty 20 on my perception.
All right. Let me see. Let me check something here.
26 on the perception check.
Hopefully, y'all can do better on the nature because I did not do good on
It's
that.
like I got 14 on the perception.
All right, so what'd you get on the perception, Wargrim?
26.
26. All right, between you and Belgrup, you can spot around the room there are amongst this thick wall lichen, just hiding in almost in plain sight, are a number of large fungal creatures that are giving off a similar glow. Give me your nature, or sorry, what is it? Yeah, it's nature.
Gotta be one of them.
I mean, I rolled a 9.
What'd you say? 16?
16.
16.
Does it have to be one of them that rolls it?
No, it doesn't have to be one of them.
Okay, 25.
Like as long as they describe it to you.
Point out the
All right.
locations.
All right. You're not so sure what you're looking at, so you point it out to Rouse. Rouse, you recognize that these are violet fungus. They are mobile, like fungoid creatures. That hold on, let me throw a few out here. That way I can articulate what you're seeing on the map better.
Well, with that kind of vaporwave lighting, they must be fungi.
Get out of here. They are. They are like they are mobile, not terribly fast, but they have long-reaching tentacles that bludgeon pretty hard and have a poison effect on anyone they hit.
Oh no, they're hostile, eh?
Generally, yeah, they like lining their layers with corpses to fungus off of.
Oh, that's in the other room. Okay. Okay.
They are medium sized. Let me size those up.
No, they're small.
No, they're not.
And at half hit points already, right? Because the jelly was in there, slapping them around, calling them names.
Demanding its money.
But yes, they looks like they're just sort of waiting in ambush. They might sense your presence, they might not. They're pretty inscrutable because they're fucking mushrooms.
Well, if they're busy fucking mushrooms, we could probably slide right through.
Sliding
Yeah,
by.
but they got those tentacles though.
I'm going to look at Rouse and Belrope and go, do y'all mind doing some range attacks?
Not at all. We didn't learn about anything, immunities or anything with that.
Let's see. They are immune to mostly things that are. Oh, sorry. You know that they have a weakness to fire, but they're immune to like mental effects, poison, sleep, unconscious. Things that fungus are immune to.
So I can shoot them with my arrows, and it'll be a-okay.
But again, like I said, weakness to fire.
Mm-hmm.
That says 70 feet, but it's actually like 35. Okay. Because the squares are 10 feet, not 5.
I know. I got to figure out how to fucking.
That's fine.
Shit correctly. I'm just going by the squares.
So, yeah, I think both of us are within range of any of them that we can see, so we don't even need to get closer.
Y'all
Yeah.
want me to stand there at the bottleneck?
Yeah, if
they
you're
come
gonna
through?
be those who
Okay.
want to get close, go ahead and sneak up close.
I'm going to cast a spell myself.
Give me a second to fiddle.
Go into wolf stance on this one.
Gonna fiddle and faddle up in here.
And I'm gonna choose a target. I'm gonna go for the one that I know both Belgrip and I can see right there in the middle.
Alrighty.
And make that my hunted target.
Yeah, I successfully fiddle.
Okay. All right. Then you two are gonna start with a couple of attacks.
Yeah.
Okay. Then go ahead and give me those attacks. Rouse or Rella. Rouse or Belgrade.
26.
26 to hit.
And a 22.
All right. Let me see. What is their AC? 26 hit. Oh, so close to a critical.
Mm.
But it is a hit. Both of them.
I'm going to hit him also.
Oh, you get a range attack?
Yeah, I'm going to use my needle darts.
Okay.
23 to hit.
23 also hits.
Excellent.
Are you guys all shooting at the same one?
Yeah.
All right. That the center guy takes all 3 hits, and then we roll initiative. Go ahead and give you that damage.
9 from me.
All right. 9.
10 from me.
10. That's a big dart.
Well, it's 4 darts.
Oh, is it a spell?
Yeah. Needle
okay.
darts.
Yeah. And Belgrip?
I'm sorry. I don't have Foundry doing the math for me. I got regular success, so it's half, but I'm at a +1, so it's be +3, so 4 damage.
4 damage.
Roll a 1.
Okay. All right. You guys all blast this thing. It lets out sort of as an airy hiss as it begins to move. Then we roll initiative. Rouse, what'd you get? Shrooms.
24.
24. Wargrim.
12.
Well,
I rolled a 3.
Rello.
25.
25. Belgrip.
15.
15. And shrooms. I mean, fungus. Violet fungus.
Violet?
They go on 12. Which I think, yeah, okay. 25, your first Rello. You see 3 projectiles fire past you into the room. You hear the sounds of suddenly alert fungoid creatures or funguses. Mobile funguses, not even, I don't know. It says creature, obviously, but it's something without a brain, really a creature. I don't know.
Oh, are funguses creatures, or are they plants, or are they animals? We don't know.
They're fungus. They're mindless. Who knows?
I have already gone into wolf stance when they were shooting. I will step into that spot, and I will spend 2 actions to ready a flurry of blows.
All right. We're at you, Rouse. You may continue your firing at your leisure.
The one that we were still firing at is still... the one we were firing at is still standing?
It is.
Okay, so I will flurry at it.
They're very fibrous beasts.
Fibrous. Natural 1 and a 12.
All right, natural 1 and a 12. Both miss, I'm afraid.
Boo. I'm going to take another shot, though.
Okay, dokie.
21.
1 will hit.
Woo. Yeah, gonna raise my shield for just in cases.
All right.
That's it.
How much damage did you do?
Oh, duh. Gotta do the damage, huh?
Yeah. Well, you don't have to.
No, we gotta. We want to do that damage. 6.
6. All right. That brings us to Belgrip.
The one that we've all been shooting at is still up.
Mm-hmm.
Then I will continue to shoot. Well, they're weak to fire, huh?
They are weak to fire.
I don't know. Running up there would not be smart. So we're gonna hold this. I'll keep shooting at that one.
All right.
First attack. 25.
Hits.
For 6 damage.
Okay. 6.
Second attack is a miss with a 10. And third attack is a 16.
16. Oof. That's just that's a miss.
All right. Not a great turn, but I'll take it.
All right. Okay. Who generally goes first in ties between players and monsters?
Monsters.
However, you were doing it the other way.
That's true. These guys don't really have initiative bonuses because they don't have a perception bonus listed. So I'm gonna do it the other way. I'm gonna keep doing it the other way. It just doesn't make. I'm gonna go with whatever makes sense. I think Wargrim being first makes more sense.
Then I'm gonna take a pot shot at that same one.
All right. Dart it up.
Okay. Needle darts. Let's see. 23 to hit.
23 will hit.
All right. And damage is total of 8 points.
That's 8. The creature is still up. All right. It's their go.
Hold on.
Okay.
I still have one more action.
Oh, my bad.
And let me double check. Shield takes one action, so I'm going to use shield.
All right. Gotcha. All right. It's their go. Now that the one of them begins to like move and one, two.
Punch it.
One moves into your range and you punch it.
Because I readied that action.
Gotcha.
I readied a flurry, as a matter of fact. 25 to hit.
Okay.
And then a natural 13 for 19.
Also hit.
Excellent. And I am in wolf stance, so we're going full wolf and out. 25 damage, piercing.
25 damage. All right. Then you decimate this thing. You slice it up like you're about to put it on a pizza.
And now, if I spent 2 actions to ready an action, that's just one action that I can do, right?
Hmm.
Okay.
Okay.
That's me.
All right. So that puts you on. Does that change your initiative, or does that put you?
I
No,
don't
'cause
believe so.
I didn't
Yeah.
delay.
Yeah. Okay. That's right. Okay then. So yes, the other funguses, they begin to also migrate in that direction. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. They begin moving about haphazardly, slowly. You see them inching and moving through the piles of fungus in such a almost an excruciatingly languid pace. Let's see. Since
Really
you
need
were
a shield.
since you were making making a lot of movements there, they pick up your location as they go by Rallo, but only one of them has the bandwidth, and that means actions left to attack. So one of them attacks you. Their speed is so fucking slow. Let's see, but you were able to quickly dodge out of the way because I don't think a 13 hit you.
Correctamundo.
Yes, so the funguses have completed their go by moving slowly and
Nice.
making a haphazard attack. We're back at the top of the round, which is you again, Rallo.
All right. I will fall back and I'll get in position to. That's one action, and I will flurry of blows on this guy. Ooh, I don't think that a 14's going to hit.
It is not.
Neither does a 14 again.
Oh,
It is not.
So that's one action to move, one action to flurry, and I'll back off again. I will let that happen. Let my range guys go.
Rouse.
Very funny, Terrence. Just put a monster behind me at the back of the thing.
Mm,
Yeah, I saw it, but I was waiting.
It's a good way to see if your players are paying attention. You have
No.
random monsters show up on the map. See what they say.
nothing.
Just ignore it. Ignore it.
So I'm going to make the closest one my hunted target,
Gotcha.
and I'm going to flurry at it.
All right.
26 and a natural 20.
Both hits. One is a critical.
Hey,
You can critical these monsters.
nice. So it's a total of 36.
36 damage. Bajoom.
And then for my last attack, 23.
We'll hit.
6 damage.
6 damage.
Yeah, and that's my turn.
All right. You do a good significant portion of damage to that one, but it's still up. We're at 15, which is Belgrip.
What is the distance here?
15 feet. Oh, 25 feet.
All right, cool. So that guy can get. Well, so I don't need to move. I'm going to quick alchemy because they're
Okay.
grouped up. And I'm going to throw an alchemist fire at them.
Oh.
Yeah.
Are you centering? What corner are you centering it from?
I'm centering it on the guy in the middle there.
Alrighty.
So it'll hit his 5-foot square, and then it'll do 1 fire damage to everyone. Whether I hit him or miss him, everything will take 1 fire damage at least.
Okay.
Which will, if they have a weakness to it, we'll add that damage. So this
will be juiced. Yes.
Just a 13.
Hit the square.
To hit the creature, I'm thinking I'm gonna spin my thing and reroll.
Yeah,
All right.
Yeah, do it. Make sure you get them.
To roll the exact same thing for a 16. I was
No!
1 off from hitting. It's okay, because even on a miss,
They all get hit
they
by one.
all take 1 fire damage.
By that you mean they all take 6.
Yeah. And I would have, if I'd hit, I would have done a D8, and the one I hit would have taken persistent fire damage. But I'll take doing 6 to all of them, I guess.
So that was a quick alchemy and an attack. Is that 2 actions or is that?
It's 2 actions to quick alchemy and attack. Yeah. All right. So I have an action left, and I will. I'll shoot the one that we've been shooting at?
Alrighty.
Yep. Today's when I roll terrible. A 7 misses.
All right, it does. We're at the Wargrims go. One of the many Wargrims that we occasionally see around the map.
I'll actually cast one of my few attack spells
Alrighty.
called Noise Blast.
Get up.
It is, I can shoot it 30 feet and it does a 10 foot area burst. So I'm going to lay it in the middle of them. They all need to make a fortitude save.
All right. A spectral Kevin appears in the middle of them. He starts talking loudly like he's at a party.
Or dinner, or
the
a
bathroom.
library.
What is the fortitude save DC that I must get?
19.
All right. Fail, success.
Okay, so
The 2 in the middle, fail.
everybody that failed. So it is 16 damage total. So then 8 half.
All right.
And those, even though I don't think they can be deafened, they'd be deafened for 1 round.
All right. And so 8 for the other one. All right. The one that they've been shooting at is blown apart by your spell,
And I cast shield spell again.
and the others are pretty rattled by it as well. We're at the monsters go. Oh god. Okay. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2.
They have a 5-foot speed.
No, they have a 10-foot speed. I'm just seeing how many actions they have after left. 1, 2. Okay. They can make attacks now. Finally, I get to actually attack. I think that's why they gave these things such high hit points, is because they're so fucking
Slow.
slow. All right. So on Rallo, the one at the back there, whips out a pair of tentacles, slapping at him. 28 for the first one,
Yep, that is a hit.
and 24 for the second one.
That is also a hit.
Is 28 a critical on you?
It is not.
Okay, cool. That's such a high number. I'm so used to AC being. I'm still not over like the attack bonuses things have in this system.
Yeah.
20 is my AC, so a 30, 2 more, it would have crit me.
All right, so you take 2 whacks from them, totaling up for 20 damage, and I need you to give me a fortitude save.
This is such. The slider on this is my only complaint. Fortitude, you say?
I did.
And this will be a +8, 15.
All
Hero
right.
point. I'm hero pointing it.
Okay. I didn't really say yay or nay, but
I know.
it was a nay.
Oh, that's even worse. Cool.
All right. Well, then you are poisoned, unfortunately. Stage 1, you are enfeebled 1 and take 1d6 poison damage. So 1 damage, and enfeebled 1.
Enfeebled 1.
Haha, you are physically weakened.
Jesus Christ.
That's
Let's
not
see.
good for him. It's a negative to his strength-based rolls and
All right,
melee
so-
and damage.
That's
I'm
way
gonna-
better for me.
I'm gonna go with one attack on each of you guys. So one for Belgrip, one for Wargrim. But now they're in the mix. Belgrip, 25.
Well, that hits.
Wargrim, 22.
Yep.
Okay. So Belgrip, 5 damage and fortitude save. Wargrim, 6, 7, 8 damage and fortitude save.
10.
10. All right. Then you are weakened or enfeebled 1 and take 1 damage. I can't roll. I'm gonna throw this D6 back. Wargrim, what was your save? Sorry.
A 12.
Okay, then you take another one, a different D6, 1 damage, and are enfeebled. I know I'm complaining about something really petty, but it's irritating the shit out of me. So that's all. The violent funguses do. They are done. Their go has gone. We're at the top of the round with Rollo once more.
You said it's enfeebled 1?
Yep.
All right.
I was going to step up here.
This poison, by the way, is called Violet Venom.
Okay.
I'm going to swing a flurry of blows on the one to the right.
Right.
Oh, 24.
Hits.
And 21.
Also hits.
Hey.
26 damage.
Dead to 26 damage. All right. Still up.
All right. And then I will do my third attack on the same one. Ooh, I don't think that a 13's going to hit it.
I'm
or
afraid
12.
he uses his agile mushroom power to dodge.
I feel weakened for some reason.
We're at that was your third action, you say?
That was my second action.
His agile mushroom power is
Nope.
making the other person sick.
Yeah. Okay, so go
Nope,
ahead.
I was wrong. I stepped
Yeah,
up.
yeah, you moved.
I attacked, and then that's it.
We're at Rouse. Rouse, you go. The mushrooms are near.
So
Whippingly near.
which one looks the most hurt? The one that Rollo's fighting, I'm
The one
guessing.
that Rollo's fighting, the one that looks least hurt is the one at the back, or the one's furthest away from you.
This one just took a good bit of damage.
Yeah. Hmm.
8 plus 18 is 26, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Second guess on myself. Distracted by my number wafers.
Yeah, I was like, I knew what I was gonna do, and then that one.
All righty.
Yet.
What?
I just don't like the options now. I guess I have to focus on the one that Rollo's fighting.
All righty.
Did you move?
I don't remember where I was. I was right here. I was right
You
here.
to the left one, yeah.
You're right here.
Yeah, I was right there. Okay. But I mean, I gotta move
What?
because there's one near me.
Ah.
I can't.
You
I
see, they
can't
have a pretty
be-
long reach, so like,
That's what I'm saying. But the one that I'm fighting is like I can't go anywhere good and still hit it.
You still
You're-
shoot it.
Yeah, I'm
They're
gonna shoot
hit
it.
you regardless.
Don't
no matter
tell
where you
me
go, I
what's
think
gonna
they'll hit you.
happen. No, they won't.
If you move
Because-
up to here,
Don't. Mm,
never mind. Do what
Yeah.
you're gonna do.
Thank you. Yeah. So I'm gonna make that one my hunted target, and I'm gonna flurry at it, and that is 27 and 26.
both hits. The 27 is a critical.
All right.
You're talking about the one that Rollo's fighting, or a different one?
Yep.
Okay.
The one that's the most damage.
All right.
Your deadly kicks off.
Mm-hmm. 31 damage total.
Okay. Well, that finishes it off.
Well, good.
Goodbye.
That one's dead. Mm,
Yeah, Splurry doesn't have to be on the same target.
Yeah, well,
Does it?
she can only flurry against her hunted prey.
Oh, yeah, yeah. That's right.
yeah.
So, yes, it does.
So, yeah. What's my movement? 25? Yeah, then I'm going to move down the hall,
All right.
and that's my turn.
Okay. Flurry and flee. Got it.
Not flee, just get to a better strategic position.
Okay. No, I'm just fucking
Okay, Matt.
Belgrip. She didn't grease the floor before she left.
Ugh.
It's your go,
All
Belgrip.
right, Matt, it's the end of your turn. How far away from the monsters do you move?
How far back do I have to expand the map?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna the one in front of us is the weakest of the two left standing, so I'm gonna make that one my target. I'm gonna shoot it. What I wish I had done, and I didn't realize this until learning the rules better. Just a quick aside. There's a thing called elemental ammunition, which I took, but I realized you had to take it for a specific element each time. So I took it for poison because it was the one elemental flask I didn't have. But I could hook those to my gun, and I'd still do my gun damage, and then one persistent damage and a splash damage of that element. I think that would be when we get back to town. I'm going to take the time to learn the formulas for the other 4 elements.
Yeah.
So instead of throwing vials, I can spend 2 actions and then shoot. Well, I'd have to spend 2 actions and then shoot. And I do regular gun damage, but then I would do the splash and the persistent damage of the element because I'm really just trying to trigger their weaknesses to things.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So that's for future reference. Yeah. Well, the thaumaturge just gets to make things up, which is funny, even if they have no weakness. Your mother made bad biscuits. Oh, and it gets sad and takes extra damage because you said something bad about its mother.
They're on to me.
Anyhow, I'm going to shoot the one in front of me. God damn it. A 12.
What was a miss, I'm afraid.
This fucking path builder dice roller's pissing me off because it keeps spinning around on the high number and then wiggling over to the low one. I don't need that kind of I rolled a natural 1 for the second attack. Yeah, I'm talking shit about you, path builder. And then for my final action, I will 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I will move further down the hallway than Rouse.
Okay,
because I approve of her tactical repositioning.
Yeah. I could still shoot it.
Yeah.
Make it come to me.
I scampered sporadically under your feet to get past you.
Wargrim, it's your go. Your list of allies grows thin.
I'm sorry.
I see that. So I'm going to attack this one here.
The less wounded one?
No, there's less wounded.
Yeah.
I mean, did she already hit this thing multiple times?
No, everybody. A lot of people just missed it a bunch.
Okay.
And by a lot of people, I mean Tucker.
Fuck you. Fuck you, voice of the gods.
I'll move up here. That was 5, 10, 15.
Well, the one next to him had been hit by somebody, right?
Yeah.
It got hit.
Yeah.
It got hit by splash damage, and it got hit by and it made the save on your area spell. Is why that's the only damage anyone's done to it.
Okay.
1 damage, 1 splash damage, 1 plus.
No. Well, 1 splash damage, but it also took the
Weakness.
Yeah.
weakness. So 6 damage.
All right. Well, I'm using my executioner sword on it this time.
Gotcha.
And
Kashing noises.
20 to hit.
20 will hit.
Okay. I imbue my weapon first, since I didn't have it already it says I can imbue the weapon as part of my initiative.
Okay.
So can it already be imbued?
Sure.
Okay. Well, then I hit. So that was a 20 to hit. Now damage is 11, 12 points damage.
All right. Okay.
Then the next action, I got one more action, don't I? Yeah.
I think so.
So the next action I take, I will actually use the drain ability of it, the Barrow's Edge, where it shifts. Basically, I can heal myself
Okay.
for half the damage I did last action.
Okay.
So I did 12 points of damage, so half of that's 6. So I heal myself back for 6.
Okay.
And that's all my actions.
All right, we're back around to the violet funguses. There are 2 left, and there are 2 of you in there, and they have reach and they have 3 attacks. So each of you are getting the triple slap. Rallo, we'll start with you.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. 21?
Yep.
Miss? Pretty sure with a 13?
20 is your magic number.
20 is my magic number, and I miss with the last one. So 1 hit
Okay.
for 12 damage. And Wargrim, the one next to you, does a lot of slapping. Okay. That's a miss with the last one. A 21 on the second one.
It hits.
All right. And a natural 20 on the first one. So
Oh, shit is about to go down.
so altogether, these 3 hit the hit and the crit. We'll do 4, 8, 13 plus 12. So 25 damage. I rolled mid damage. Everyone who got poison last round, go ahead and give me another save.
18?
I'm afraid not.
All right, so
Natural 20.
All right, you take this and then recover. Or no.
no, he doesn't. He's fine.
You're fine. Okay, yeah.
23.
23, you are also recover. However, Belgrup, you go to stage 2, which is 1d6 poison. Let me get my d6. You better not roll a 1 or I'm going to throw you. 2 damage.
It listened.
Plus enfeebled 1 and drained 1. So you gain drained and 2 damage as well as your enfeebled.
Drained.
Let's see. And that brings us back to the top of the round, which is Rallo. Whip slaps and tentacle snaps going everywhere. What do you do?
Yep, the one whipping me from the back, but but Wargrim is here with me, so we're gonna move into flanking.
All right.
As 1 action, flurry of blows. 2 as my second action. I don't think that a 5.
What is that total?
Going to hit.
15 will hit.
15 will hit. Oh,
Yeah, you're in flanking.
Oh, and I'm also no longer enfeebled. Awesome. And then a 23. So we're gonna do the full 15 damage.
15 damage on that guy.
Mm-hmm.
That could have been so much way better.
Yeah. Is he still up?
He is still up.
Then I'm gonna do my third action to hit him again. Ooh,
Is it 15?
14.
Oh. All right. It sounded so sad.
Hero point. I'm hero pointing it.
Oh, you're okay.
Didn't you hear a point already today?
No, I was going to, but I didn't.
All right.
Natural 20.
Hey.
All right. You got critical hit, I guess. That's more like it.
Yeah.
That's 35.
35. All right. You do a couple of light taps, and then the following swing knocks the damn thing's mushroom cap off. He's down.
What are these things actually called? I forgot.
Violet fungus. They're legacy content because I guess they don't. It was a D&D monster from before, but
Okay.
I'm not sure what it is and if at all. But it still works as a monster for me. So, we're at you, Rouse. You see, there's one remaining, and it's in your line of sight.
So I make the remaining one my hunted target and flurry at it. 25.
Yes.
And I'm going to use a hero point on that second one because it was a 9.
All right.
15 is not going to get it.
He's not flanked, so.
Mm-hmm. And the 25 was just a regular hit, right?
Yes.
So that's 10 damage.
10 damage.
And then for my last one, a 16.
16 is a miss.
Shit.
We're at Belgrip.
Belgrip's going to quick alchemy an antidote.
Okay.
So the next time I roll the fortitude save, I'll get a +2. That's 2 actions though to whip it up and drink it, and then I'll shoot at the creature.
All right.
Down the hallway for a natural 1. Fuck this game.
You don't got a hero point. You already used
And I
it.
used it earlier for the fucking
Oh.
flask of fire that was awful.
Oh, yeah.
Then we're back to Wargrim. Wargrim, one left.
All right. I'm going to take a pot shot at it.
Okay.
Let's see. Needle darts.
Needle darts is such a good spell.
28 to hit.
28, it will crit.
So when you crit with a spell, it just doubles?
I guess you just double damage, yeah. It's a damaging spell. I don't have the card set up that Toker does.
All right. That's 11.
Is there like an online tool that can do that for you?
I don't know. Probably.
No, I'll look it up for next session. See if
22 points of damage.
22 points of damage. 22. The creature is badly wounded, but still up.
I cast shield on myself.
The creature has taken conflicting inputs, getting shot from either side, but the most damage came from you. So it's actually fleeing down the hall. Man, you see the thing move past you.
Can it move past her through her square?
Oh, that's right.
It's going to have to tumble through.
Well, I mean, it can't tumble, but it bumps into you and starts lashing, basically is what happens. But it only gets one lash because it has tried to move twice. But the lash is a pretty good lash. Jesus. For 28.
Yep.
Okay. So you take 9 damage and make a fortitude save.
17.
That is a fail. So you take 1d6, which is 3. Moving up. 3 damage, and you are enfeebled 1. And it's so you already got it this round. So everybody else who is still poisoned, which I guess is just Belgrip.
Yeah, I got a 25, which I think
25,
will move me
then you come down as well.
Well, I mean, that moves me from stage 2 to stage 1, or did I critically succeed?
25? No, that isn't a critical success. I think.
So I'm still enfeebled, and then I'd take that damage from stage 1 still.
Oh, okay. All right then. The damage is 6.
Oh,
Jesus.
that's what I get for being helpful.
Yeah, no, that's what you get for being honest, dumb. But yes, so that's the end of the Monsters Go. We're back at the top of the round, the 5th round of this combat. Rollo.
Okay.
Running leap.
I was debating whether I was going to dig through a potion and grab it, but seeing it try to run away and seeing it lashing out at Rouse, I'm going to move up to it. I can do that in one action.
Yeah.
Flurry of blows, 24.
Hits.
And not quite 24, but close.
Awesome.
22. All right. 2 plus 8, 29 damage.
29 damage is what you need to finish it off and then some. Ba-boom. You guys take a deep breath as you finish off the mushroomy threats.
Rahello's going to pop a squat and recenter to get my refocus.
Check everybody that's got poisoned and try to help them so that they can actually recover faster.
All right.
Will you be able to do that before I have to roll again?
I mean, I can stay in initiative if you like.
I mean, you probably have to.
All right, then.
Sorry.
Rouse, you were moving up on your turn?
No, not if we're staying in initiative and blah, blah, blah. No.
All right, we'll get back to where you were.
Like, what are we...
I'm still poisoned.
How does that work?
This poison lasts for 6 rounds, so you'll have to make a save for 6 rounds until you're able to.
Is there something that you can do during your round that can make it?
And just like anti-venoms and things like that, alchemical items like he made.
Yeah, but I already have an item bonus, so if you can't give me something other than an item bonus, you can't help.
I believe you can treat poison with a
Medicine check, maybe?
Medicine check. That might be treat disease.
Yeah, that's the main reason why I moved down the hall, because I don't want to deal with this bullshit.
Treat poison does like a circumstance bonus.
Okay. Well, that's a different kind of bonus.
Hey.
How long? For fucking 6 hours? I don't want to use that right now.
You don't get any ancestry resistance to poison or anything. Like, I know you
No.
produce one when you from your tongue, but
Uh-uh.
oh well.
I don't believe so. No.
Okay, just wondering. I've never played that particular ancestry or whatever they call it.
Mm-mm. Okay,
Pathfinder.
so yeah, if there's nothing that I can really do during my round, other than that, I just have to wait till it's time. Then yeah, I'll go ahead and move up in here,
All right.
and then
Treat my wounds.
Rouse.
they can't do that right now. We're in initiative.
Belgrip, what are you doing? You
No,
moving
no,
up?
it's time for me to roll my thing, isn't it?
I was doing them on the monsters initiative, so that way everybody's.
Oh, okay.
That way this is more convenient for me.
Oh, okay.
I move over here next to the guy who I think can help me. I'm sick. And then that's
All right,
all I can do.
All right. So automatically, basically, it's based off the DC of the poison.
Okay. I'll just tell you if you want. It's DC 20.
Ugh.
Well, then he automatically gets a +2
Okay. All
Who
right.
automatically gets a +2? What?
because I'm doing treat poison.
How long does that last?
Just the next time you roll.
Okay.
I thought poison ends once you make a save. Yeah, this is one round. Yeah.
Yeah, but I went to stage 2 and then I made a save to go back to stage 1.
Okay.
So I'm still at stage 1 of the poison. And I just failed again, even with this +2.
Okay.
So I'll go back to stage 2 and I'll take more damage.
Oh boy. All right. Let's see. And I'll go ahead and give me yours, Russ. I guess if there's nobody got a bonus on her yet.
She can give herself a bonus.
27. How can I give myself a bonus?
Give yourself administer first. Treat poison to yourself. You got medicine, right?
Thought you did. No.
That's
how long does it take to
that's-
treat poison?
Yeah, like is that's a single action?
Single action.
Yeah.
Yeah, single action.
Oh no shit. Okay. Then yeah, I'll do that.
Well,
Done that before. But either way, 20.
You're fine. You're cured.
All right. Woohoo.
But yeah, so on round 3, Belgrip takes 2 damage and goes back to drain and enfeebled. Round 4.
Each round, Joker, I give you a bonus every round.
Okay. Well, then
You'll get a +2 bonus. I can only do it once you have. After you attempt to treat a poison for a creature, you can't try again until the next time the creature attempts to save against poison. So if you save in each round, then I can immediately do another treat poison on you.
Cool.
And with assurance, that means I can automatically give you a +2.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. I just have to roll good.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, you got to roll a
Which is-
20.
Which doesn't happen. I fail again.
Oh no. Okay. So that moves up to stage 3.
Stage 3.
which is 2d6
Yes.
and enfeebled and drained. So 7 damage, enfeebled and drained. Both are or 1, still 1. They don't
Both
actually
stay at 1. Okay.
they stay at 1. Round 5.
What kind of bonus is it?
It's a
What's your
circumstance
nickname?
bonus. +2 is a circumstance bonus.
You're watching me. You're watching me die.
Well, come on.
I'm
Sort of poison. But yeah, are you administering some kind of healing before he does the save? You see him.
I look at him. What does he look like he's at?
I don't know how ill do you look.
points from dying.
Okay. Then I will use a heal spell on him.
Okay.
If you don't have
And-
the actions to treat poison, I'll treat poison this round.
It's kind of one of those things where it's kind of like we're just going to force him to tough it out, to outlast. He's just going to make it.
Because there's only 2 more rounds left of it. It was only 6 rounds total anyway, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So
But you're at stage 3, and it doesn't go any higher, but it's still 2d6 damage per round if you fail.
Yeah. And if I critically fail, I go to dying too, and then the poison could kill me. Yeah.
Yeah, so I was saying, do you need me to treat poison this round or not?
take 29 points of healing.
Couldn't hurt.
I'm full again. Because my hit.
He heals you. She can treat your poison, and you've already got your antidote.
Yeah, I
With
need to
antidote
roll it.
last-
I need to roll it if I need to do it. That's why I'm asking. Or do you have the actions to do it, Warbrim?
No, I just used all my actions because to do
Okay.
it the way I needed to do.
That's all
Actually, I
need
do
to
that. I
know.
can do it. 2
Okay.
actions is the heal, concentrated heal. Then 1 action for the poison check.
Okay.
Okay, good. Because I have to roll and you don't. That's why I was like, if you have the actions, then you do it.
So yeah, I do that, which brings you all. You said full hit points. You get a bonus +2.
19.
Oh, all right.
19 with the +2
That's
also?
with the +4.
Mother
I haven't rolled
fucker.
over a 10.
3 damage. Round 6. I'm assuming the poison check is made. So go ahead and just make a
Yeah.
check.
Yeah,
+2.
I failed again.
Okay.
Total of an 8, a natural 2.
All right, you finally sweated out after taking nine additional damage. Make a nature check for me, somebody.
How much damage did I take on that last
will
one?
do that.
9.
None.
Can this
16.
poison be preserved?
That's the good. That is exactly what you were rolling for. Who got the nature check? What did
I
you get,
got a
Marty?
16.
You're unsure. Anybody else?
24.
24. All right. Yes, you know that the poison, the violet venom, can in fact be preserved, and you can get at least 6 doses out of it. But you do see that there are in the other room. You can see barely in the purple light. That there are little knots of like immature violet funguses as well. So you could probably get a pretty good amount of the violet venom.
Harvest it all.
Harvest it and throw it into my little harvest sack, little whatever they call that.
Right.
Bag of holding.
Let me see. All right.
The virtual bag of holding.
Okay. You get 10 doses of the venom, which you know for a fact which you know sell for 12 gold pieces each vial.
Hey, that's a 1-to-1 ratio on healing potions.
I'm sorry, what did we get?
Violet venom, a kind of natural poison from these violet fungus. Each vial of the poison sells for 12 gold pieces. You got 10 vials out of all these harvested
Corpses.
Yeah, mushrooms.
Yeah.
They are edible if you boil them properly, but it's a delicate procedure and requires a check. So that's up to you.
They were worth how much? I was typing, sorry.
12 gold each.
12 each. Okay,
Yes.
cool.
Yeah, I'll just toss the bodies into my virtual bag of holding.
Okay, you're bring the violet fungus corpses
Yep,
with you.
because that can be a delicacy.
All right. As you guys are harvesting and stitching yourselves up a little bit, you hear sounds coming from the rooms beyond to the north, but they're not sounds of violence or like monsters doing battle with each other. You hear, "Ow, geez, what is this thing?"
Those fucking guys.
How did they get past us? That's the question.
I'm sure. Now I'm sure. They found some sneaky way down here.
Or they just went the other way.
No, it was something sneaky. Because they were sneaking.
Sneaky.
Oh, you did mention that they went off a different direction.
But they tried to do it all sneaky like. But I just didn't care at the time because I wanted to make sure that everyone survived around here.
Do we have any time to heal before continuing on? I've got like a quarter hit points.
Well, yeah.
And you do recognize the voices of Markin and the rest as they are coming from the it says there's a large chamber through here. It looks like a lot of glowing mushrooms, and you see them like carefully moving their way through the big chamber to the north that you guys basically lured the violet funguses out of. And they're looking in, and when they round the corner, the dwarf cleric is holding his holy symbol as a light source, and they run the corner like, oh, it just leads back down here. Hi, hello again.
Hello.
He looks a little abashed at finding you here. He's like, so why did you not take the He points back over his shoulder.
Do you have a tunnel?
The staircase that connected the upper caves to this one.
Kill them all.
If we had seen a staircase, we would have taken it.
He's saying it to be snarky. He's a piece of shit.
Why didn't you take it first?
What'd you say?
Well, we
Why
never
didn't
went back and checked the whole area, did we?
No, you guys just left.
Well, I thought we went back and looked for like tools.
Yeah, but you never went. You never went to where the thing was.
I don't believe it. How did we not go back to there?
Come on, where the spiders were?
Let me go look at the other map. Hold on.
Or you mean where the sound was at? Because it sounded like the thing dropped straight down below us.
You heard a loud echoing sound from below you guys, echoing upward, but there were like the clang was echoing, and it's like something happened below you, but you didn't really go back and check any of the previous chambers on the other side of the cavern system, which is where they found the secret door that opened up when Belgrup pulled that lever.
Oh,
Okay.
I thought it opened. I was under the assumption it opened up something further the way we were going, not something.
It definitely did do that, but it also opened up a secret door in the other side of the dungeon. So,
Well, we didn't take it because we didn't know it was there.
Well,
Why didn't you take it first before trying our?
Because they didn't export area after they knew that we'd already been in there.
Oh, that's right. That makes sense.
we've got to stop running into each other like this.
Really do.
It's only
All
one
right.
way to solve that. Roll initiative.
Kill
Kill me first.
Yeah, no shit.
Markin says, so how far? The Empire of Brymore spanned from coast to coast of the Dragonside continent, conquered and reigned over by the Wizard King Zerindast the Great. But it was near the end of his long 200-year reign that he grew to think that none of his 10 sons could hold his hard-won empire together after his passing. Instead, he would find a strong heir on his own terms, and to do so, he created the Royal Labyrinth of Worthy Succession, a grand and deadly dungeon. Many adventurers, both heroic and villainous alike, tried to best it, and all fell short. Now, it has been 500 years since its completion, and the throne of Brymore remains empty, but the Mad King's challenge remains. Let the one who exits this fell keep with the scepter of royal might be declared true and rightful ruler of Brymore and all its vassal kingdoms. Still, no one has been able to conquer it yet.
Mahogany.
What?
Jeff.
One,
What?
just something I decided to say. One.
Oh. Frakes.
I'm not prepared.
Terrence.
Next question, please.
And me. I'm here. I'm ready. I think.
You're in the minority. Or maybe I'm I don't know.
I think you're in the minority. I'm stoked to be here on a Saturday. This is a Saturday, which usually we play on Sundays, and I'm the guy who's like, I gotta get up in the morning. I don't gotta do shit tomorrow.
Yeah, I got to work tomorrow. I got to work brunch. So let's get to it.
I'm drinking grapefruit vodka seltzer. That's how little responsibilities I have.
Ugh.
I get to drive like at least 6 hours tomorrow. Yay.
Yeah. Okay. Well, it sounds like you've all got disastrous things in your future.
Jeff, what are you doing tomorrow?
Playing Baldur's Gate 3.
Oh.
Oh God, Jeff's got it worse than all of us.
He's got the real job.
Fucking bears or whatever that game had you.
I'm near the end.
Oh, so fucking illithids. Gotcha.
Hey, so Jeff, how close are you to the end? Have you fucked an illithid yet?
I am Ellen.
So yes.
Well, not necessarily. It depends on the decisions. The great thing about that game is it all depends on the decisions you make. Mahogany, tell Jeff the decisions you made so that you can have.
Mind your business.
Have any of y'all had Carlac address the player directly, not the character that you're playing, but like
break the fourth wall and
she
talk
breaks
to the
the fourth wall? Yeah, there's a certain scenario where she'll be like, "No, I want to know if you're having fun."
Not that I'm aware of.
Did not know
I
that
don't remember.
the thing
But
that
then
happened.
again, I was playing as Carlac, so I don't know if that would happen.